I beat you, Eru. Good morning, Josh. Good morning. Congrats to City on first. I know we're in ads for like 6 seconds. We'll be okay, I promise. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Crete isn't that a place? I thought what the fuck was I gonna put in here? Because I had a word. I'll put this one in here. Listen, I gotta be rude occasionally. But yes, good morning, McNasty. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Peachy. Good morning, Swifty. Good morning, Josh. Obviously, good morning, Ebru. Oh, I remember. It was this word. That's all I have. Those are the only 2 words I have in this braid of mine this morning. Oh, there's this one. Did we already get this? Yeah, we did. I just saw it. Kieran was smarter and faster than me. I struggle with words every morning. Let's be honest. Every single day. Let's see these scores. Very nice. Good morning, Ruby. Exactly. Good morning. Can I turn this down more? Yes. Not that much. Okay. I'm going to exit out of this. I had a couple of things I wanted to touch on today. Y'all got some high walnut scores. I don't do Wordle because I don't like having a limited opportunity to guess a word. I'm going to be very honest about it. I'm too dumb for that. All right. The first thing I want to touch on is the most serious thing I want to touch on, specifically if you are a streamer. If you're a streamer, I need you to hear me right now and watch what I'm about to show you. All right. That's what I need from you. If you stream, Twitch has decided that they're going to allow, you guys are about to see my dashboard, about to use your content to train generative AI. It is already toggled on by default. It is toggled on by default in your settings. So you're going to go to your account settings. You're going to go to security and privacy, and you are going to scroll down here where it says training for generative AI. Turn that off. Allow your channel content to train generative AI contents for models at Amazon. Turn it off. If you don't support AI, if you don't want your stuff used by AI, if any of that stuff is done, it is a real fucking bold move. And this is something that as you come across streamers who are just starting out on their journey, who may not be aware of this, share this. Let people know where to find this setting and turn it off, because new streamers start every day. And because this is toggled on by default, they may not know that that's something they have to turn off if they're not interested in that. The other thing I want to say is Mr. Noobs tried to do it on his phone through the app, not an option on your phone through the app. You have to do it on your dashboard on the computer. Yeah, nobody's opting into that. So that's where it is. It's very easy to turn off. It takes 2 steps. In your account, you go to settings, security and privacy. The other thing that's crazy is they put it way down here at the bottom. It's down here with all of this, it's in privacy and that's cool, but it's down here way at the bottom. People don't look at that. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I know it is making its rounds on TikTok. Yeah, you have to do it through your computer. It doesn't show as an option on your phone, unfortunately. But that was the big one I wanted to hit. If you are a streamer, a streamer, you're thinking of streaming, you're not streaming, but your content, I believe it does include things like your chat logs. So turn that shit off. Exactly. Exactly. And this isn't the same. This training for generative AI thing is not the same thing as what they're doing with their integrated AI, which I still don't want to use, where if you're talking about something and you can say, clip that, it'll automatically clip it for you and you don't have to have somebody clip it or you don't have to clip it yourself. That is separate from this. That's a different thing altogether. I haven't seen a way to opt out of that. I'm sure there is one. There you go. You can do it through your internet browser. You did see it on mobile. Good. I'm glad it was there. Mr. Noobs just checked. It wasn't there for him. So he's going to have to do it on his PC. So that's the big one. Please, if you aren't interested in your stuff being used to train generative AI, turn that off. And maybe it does. So that's number one. Let me get back into my creator dashboard. Nope, a stream manager. I'm going. Oh, maybe it just wasn't there yet. Can you reconnect? Why? It's fine. Whatever. I don't either. And here's the thing. I'm not against the, and I want to make this very clear for people because people like think that I hate AI in every aspect. That is untrue. All right. I don't hate AI. There is AI that is beneficial that helps look through source codes and medical things and helps find discrepancies. That kind of AI doesn't bother me. Genuinely, I'm just like, if it's being useful and it's not killing the environment, do what you do. The shit where you put your picture in and it comes back with Disneyfied. Bleh. I think the medical AI, when it's trying to replace jobs, is an issue, but the ones being used to research certain things is beneficial. That's it. And I'm sure because you work in the medical field, your beef is legit. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, you don't need to use my Twitch streams. You don't need to use my Twitch streams to train your AI. First of all, you're out of your fucking mind if you think I am going to be a beneficial tool to train your fucking AI. Yeah, I don't like those either. All right. Let's be serious. B, what is your AI training? What are we learning from me as a streamer? What are we learning? It is. I'm not going to get into the ethics of all of the things. We all know where I stand on a lot of stuff. That's it, Nana. Exactly, right? That's fair, yeah. I rant all the time to myself too about stuff. Actually, I rant to him and he just tunes me out. So really I am ranting to myself, but I feel better because he has to listen to it. Yeah, see, that's a problem. That's a problem, Ebro. Like, I'm going to listen to my doctors respectfully before I listen to AI. It's like advanced, what is that, MedMD or whatever it was, where people would like Google their symptoms and be like, I'm dying and I have cancer. And you're like, you have a splinter. And that's the thing. Like, I promise you, if you took some of my essays that I wrote in college and ran them through AI, they would say they were AI generated. It wasn't a thing when I was in college. Ooh, nice. I hope they had a blast. Yeah, it's wild. Exactly. And here's the other thing I want to say, dear teachers, and this is genuine and true. Please stop saying, and this is just a little personal thing, please stop saying Wikipedia is not a valid source, because Wikipedia lists their sources. So all of their sources are sources that I would use anyway. They're just consolidated and condensed onto one page. But also, dear students who get told that Wikipedia is not a valid source, if you scroll to the bottom of that Wikipedia page, it lists all of their sources. Just click those and use those as your own sources. All right? They will, all of the sources are down. All of them are down there. Yeah, we have like, where I work, they've introduced this AI. It's a predictive AI, I guess is the best way to describe it. Or they like tell you how many of each thing you need to make for the upcoming rushes. And I'm just like, I hate it because I hate it. But also like sometimes the nice thing about it is I don't have to go out and see when things expire. It tells me right there on the screen. And that's it. Yep. Yeah, no, this whole AI, and that's the thing, like you're fighting fire with fire right now. And I feel bad because the students are like, I'm not using AI. I did this myself. And the teacher's like, yeah, but this thing said that you wrote it through AI. And like, what do you do? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I will bring in my computer. We can plug it in and you can look through my history of all the things that I did. Have I visited ChatGPT in the past? Yes. Before I was aware of the destruction that it causes. But I haven't, I don't, you know what I mean? I've used it like 4 times. Hello, Sage. How are you? So, yeah. And that, like as a student, I can understand why that would be so fucking infuriating because like, how do you prove that you didn't use AI? Yep. They're so broken. I could take chat right now and put it through one of those detectors and it would tell me half of you guys are using AI to type in chat. If I ever purchase a book and I find out it is AI generated written bullshit, I'm fighting somebody. But the thing is, you can handwrite it, but I could still just handwrite it off of an AI. You know what I mean? Like I could just copy it from the website onto my paper. That's not a. Yep. And the thing is, and somebody pointed this out to me, and we get on these AI rants, and I apologize for that. But like also, people have this idea that AI is a $1 billion industry and it's making all this money. It's not. NVIDIA sells the processors to the AI data center. NVIDIA owns the AI data center. So they're making money twice. The money is just going in a circle. That $1 million is just recirculating over and over and over again. It's all exactly. It's all the same money. They're not making money. Hello, Marie. Sorry, you came in the middle of a rant this morning. We've been here 17 minutes. You know? I know that you guys don't like AI. I know that you guys know I don't like AI. I just wanted to let you know that that is something that is happening on Twitch. We are. Please remember, you scroll down. So you go to your settings, security and privacy, scroll down, turn off that toggle for generative AI. All right. Did it show? It did. Speaking of Froggy, this is a perfect segue into my next thing. Daisy is a cutie. This little guy has been on and plugged in since I got him. If you missed this, he's so fucking cute. Tommy Rachel sent me the link to this and I said, ooh, I think I might need him. Look at his feet. I love him so much. And then I sent the link to Mr. Noobs and I was like, I think I need this. And then the next day it was on my desk. I love him so much. He brings me so much fucking joy. Let's fucking love him. And he's like I won't change him because I like the color changing one, but like he like is a tap light. So that's it. If he wanted to, he would. I love him. His name is Frogbert. I have decided his name is Frogbert. That's Frogbert. He is our now new Froggy mascot. I'm gonna have to find a way to get him back here. I probably will put him by our goose. Also, with this goose, I have thoughts, right? Stitchy sent me my own best goose. But I think with this desk goose, I wanna rhinestone it. I wanna bedazzle it. I've never done a bedazzling thing before, but I think we could. And I think I want to bedazzle the desk goose. So, oh, I hit the jackpot, dude. When I tell you, like 90% of the stuff that you see back here, he bought because I said, oh, that's cute. I got these at a local place in town, actually. And I do love them. And they do have pockets. The brand is, I have a shirt on. The brand is Doko2, Dokotoo, 200. It's this. So you might be able to look them up on like Amazon. But that is the brand on the back. They're very comfortable and they are like the stretchiest fucking, these are what I call Thanksgiving pants. They're very big. I think these are like a large or an extra large. I could probably fit 2, if not 3 of me in here. They're very comfortable. And then finally, for those of you who are unaware, Spirit Halloween has opened in some areas, my area being one of those areas. And look what Mr. Noobs found for me. Will I wear this all stream? No. But also, you know? We got it at the Spirit Halloween. I'm glad that this isn't super tight because I'd be like, oh. Yeah, never, don't settle. So good morning, Risky. How are you? So yeah, why did we not update? What is happening? I have a lot of updates happening. Maybe, it's possible. I feel bald. You know, there's nothing wrong with being single. I think I'm going to start. Okay, and I'll refresh. All right. Oh, it's just, yeah, exclamation point quote. I mean, all of my kids smell like ass, apparently. And that is the name that my nephew's character is. So, did we all get updated? All of our games are updated now. All right, so today we're playing Restory. We have played it. We played the demo. The reason I won't be wearing this all stream is it's warm. I just want you all to be aware, quote wise, we have, oh my God, we have 899. All right. We have 899 quotes. There's a lot of them from The Sims, probably the first 400 or so. I was a simmer for a long time. So I don't know what to do with this. Do I just like chin strap it? How do I don't. I'm sweating, by the way. Like, this thing is very warm. I don't know how Stitchy wears her strawberry all stream like that. This is a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be. But yes, we do have a frog hat. It doesn't help that my room is also very warm, you know? No, I will be here for another 3.5 hours, but if not, that's okay. We all know damn well I'm going to go harass Tommy Rachel tonight for her community games. Because I messaged her yesterday and she never messaged me back. She's busy. It is just plain fabric, but like, it's like ribbed. It's not actual corduroy. I don't know if there's like a way for me to like get all up in my camera so you can see. It's just like regular fabric. There's no, it's just, ooh, have fun. I hope they turn out beautiful. I can't get my nails done. Oh, damn. Because I work around food, it's against my company's dress code policy. I can't even have clear nail polish on because it could chip off into the food. You know? My guess is a couple few hours. She normally streams for 4. Give me my thing. Let me see what time she said. I think she's starting at 6 her time. Yeah. So she'll be probably go 6 to 10 p.m. EST. She might go a little later than that. So I love what I get associated with outside of my control. Y'all have some major walnut scores today. All right, let me turn this down. So is that all? Is Patrick shaking ass? Shake it. Yeah, it is the last stream. So there's a very real probability she will go later. I'm just going to bully my way in for a little bit tonight. That's all. I won't be there the whole time. I might be there the whole time. I don't know. I'm just going to bully my way in. If you guys don't like it, yup, that's what it is. It's so funny. I just need to let you guys know this. Genuinely and truly. Oh, 3 stream streak. Thank you, Lumacy. I think I'm gonna change I'm gonna find a little sound alert for the streaks. I need a little streaky sound. But it's so funny because when she and I started like hanging out and doing the co-streaming and all of these things, I said, I really don't want people to be like, Tommy and Quiv and Tommy. Like, I want to be able to like maintain our own separate spaces and identities. And that lasted like 3 days. I just didn't want, like, oh no. That's I can't wear makeup in the summer because it gets so hot up here that it would just bleed down my face. It would be. Oh yes, they call him the streak. You are right. Please hold. I need to put that in my thing. And my to-do list. My wife! Every time I see you say that, I really think of that commercial for, what is it? The 1-800-CONTACTS where he goes, my eyes! Or whatever the fuck he says. That's the way I hear it in my head every time I see my wife to do. My brand! Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's how I hear it in my head. Oh my God, Nixie. Oh my God, this little guy is the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. The one in the leaf. I need him. He is adorable. Ooh, a caravan sandwich is free on Epic right now. Where's my to-do list? Gosh darn it, to-do, the streak. It's so fucking cute, dude. Ray Stevens. I just spelled that in a way that nobody is going to be able to understand. Let me fix that. Okay. My nose is so itchy. So twice a year where I work, they do major inspections. Like we have people that come in once a month from the company and from outside of the company that verify that like the area I work in is clean and like meeting standards. It's essentially our health inspection. We have them once a month. But twice a year, we have a deep clean inspection where they like move things and check all of our coolers and our freezers and move things in and out of there and like look underneath the shelves. And like it is a process. And now I haven't worked here for the last like 6 years, but in the time I have worked for this company, I work in the kitchen. I work for a gas station. I can tell you the company I work for is Quick Trip. And I work in the kitchen because that is my forte. I do love me a good kitchen job. But we're at that point. So next Tuesday, I think it's on the 17th, our big boss for the district comes in and does her inspection. And then the day after that is the big company-wide, everybody goes in and gets their stuff judged inspection. So on the plus side, our inspections are back-to-back this month. On the downside, our inspections are back-to-back this month. So I like this song, but I'm so tired of hearing it. Ordinary by Alex Warren. It's a beautiful song, but I'm so tired of hearing it. It's so overplayed. So I haven't had to clean for it this time, which I'm surprised about because theoretically I am low man on the totem pole, even though I'm in an assistant manager position. I've only been there like a month and a half. But even before that, I don't think I've had to do any of the cleaning for these inspections, except for like twice. I work at the KT Quick Trip. KWIK. Or if you're in Iowa, I think it's Quick Star. I think because of Quick Trip in Iowa, we had to go with Quick Star. But that Quick Trip is also good. Yeah. The Zietlow family. But yesterday was so funny. We're going to yap for a little bit, just so you guys know. I call them kids. They're not kids. Like I said, they're all just younger. All of them are under the age of like 21. They range in age from 18 to 21. There are adults that work there, obviously, but literally the age gap between like the kids and the adults, the youngest adult, they're all adults again, I think is like 36. So our oldest kid, I think, is 21 and our youngest adult is 36. So there's quite an age gap there. But the kids always crack me up because like, hey, we were talking one day and they found out I streamed and like one of them was flabbergasted that I knew what streaming was, right? Because they're like, yeah, I want to stream, but I can only stream from my Xbox, da, 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 da. I was like, do you have a computer at all? And they're like, yeah. I said, well, have you looked at Light Source? Have you looked at this? And he was like, how do you know all of this? I was like, babe, I stream. I've been streaming for like 3.5 years, almost 4. And he was like, what? No. Now he's asking all sorts of questions and he's going to like get a computer belt and all of these things. He's very cute. He's a very sweet kid. If he ever does go live, I will be over there. But all of these kids, they're either nerds or athletes. Like there is no like in between. They're either nerds, like the little streamer kids, they all play their video games. Those are the ones that like I talk to the most, or they're all athletes. Nothing wrong with the athletes. They're fantastic kids. When I tell you this group of younger individuals is genuinely phenomenal, like They always come in with a pretty good attitude. You can tell when they're having a rough day, but they never take it out on anybody. They're very good at their jobs. They're very they're good. They're good kids. I don't really have any complaints. But yesterday there was one I was working with. I've never heard this kid cuss ever. And I've never seen this kid be upset about anything, right? Like, he's very chill. He's a little goofy. When you hit him with some sarcasm, he'll hit you back. If you take a joke too far, with him immediately with his response. Like, he's very easygoing and very easy to read. Yesterday he looks at me and he goes, they want me to put a whole pizza out there. And bear in mind, yesterday at our in the company was a day where we sell pizza slices. That's the focus. They're on sale. That's what we sold. By 2 p.m. yesterday, we had sold 146 pizza slices, right? Like, it's a big thing. And he goes, they want me to put a whole pizza out there. We had 3 shelves of a 12 shelf hotspot dedicated to pizza slices. There was no room for a whole pizza. And I looked and said, no, don't put a whole fucking pizza out there. He goes, where the fuck am I going to put a whole pizza, let alone 2 fucking pizzas? I said, oh, he's over it. Cause again, I've never heard him cuss. And so for him to be like, what the fuck do you mean? I was like, okay, he's already like here, and I can't let him get here. Right. And so I was like, I'm going to take my break at 1. When would you like to take your break? And he was like, I'm off at 2. I'm only working 5 hours. I don't need a break. Cool. Company policy is if you work 4 hours or more, you're allowed to have a break. 6 hours, you're required to have a break. So he was like right in between. He could choose to take a break or not. He said he didn't want to break. Cool. I could tell he was getting more and more agitated throughout the lunch rush. And I looked at him and I said, if you change your mind on your break, you let me know. If you need to go, just say something and I will jump right in. It's not a big deal. Because when you're looking at someone and you can tell they just need to step away for like 5 minutes, like they need to go scream in the freezer, like you could see that was what was needing to happen. And he was like, I'm fine. And I was like, okay, but if that changes, just let me know. And then there was this guest who wanted a sandwich made a certain way, and he just hadn't had the opportunity to make it yet. And then she was like, I'll just take this and and she'd been waiting like 3 minutes. They take at least 5 to make regardless. I don't know how to help you. And I let him know that she had just taken a different sandwich, and he was mad and he like slammed a tray. And again, very out of character for him. And I just kind of looked at him and I was like, you sure you're still good? And he goes, I'm good. And I was like, all right. And I'm looking at the other person across the way and I'm like, and he was like, I was like, all right, I'm not going to push it, but he needs to leave the kitchen for a few minutes. And he looks at me like 3 minutes later and he goes, you know what? I'm going to go take 10 minutes. I was like, perfect. Do you have anything in? He goes, yeah, there's something here, here, and here. And I said, go. Like, just please leave. Go collect yourself. Because again, he had never, and I wasn't mad that he was mad. Like, genuinely, I needed you to like step out and just take a minute for yourself. Yeah. Like, and that's all it was. I wasn't like, and even if he had a break that day, I would have told him to go anyway. I'd have been like, do you need a few minutes to like go punch a wall? I don't know. So like, I was glad that he did take a few minutes to step out. He did do it after the lunch rush. I would have absolutely been like, go do what you need to do. So I'm glad that he was able, and when he came back, it was much better. But like, it was just like that slow buildup, and you could tell. So I was like, and the thing is, like, he was in a position that he doesn't like working. Like, there's 4 different like positions in the kitchen. You can wrap, you can work ovens, you can do chicken, or you can kind of be the float. Unfortunately, as the float, there's some things he never learned how to do. So he can't be the float. And that's what I wanted him to do yesterday, because he was on ovens the day before and I didn't want him to have to be on ovens 2 days in a row. It didn't work out that way. Unfortunately, it didn't, because I would have rather been on ovens yesterday, because I knew the kind of day it was going to be. And so like, unfortunately, that just wasn't an option. And it made me, so like, I tried everything I could just to make sure that he knew that if he needed to step off, he could. And I'm glad that he took that. Oh no. Oh, you need to play? Ever see a little unicorn? Please let me know. He's had this thing since he was 6 weeks old. Hello, Sai. He is now 3.5. We have never been able, it came on a stick. It was on a silver vine stick. It was like a little, obviously the stick is gone. But if we can't, I can't throw this away. It's his favorite thing. He's like, he brings it in here. It's his favorite thing. Come on, let me chuck it down the hallway. You didn't want me to chuck it down the hallway? Why'd you bring it in here? It is supposed to be there today, is it not? I stopped it and restarted it. Did it never restart? It says I'm live, but I don't see anything either. So, 10 streams